This was cold. All right. Open Sesame. All right, it's your boy Chosen, man. Y'all know me, the most honest anime reviewer out. I got me and my stream here. Shout out Flames and shout out Weed, man. We're here to review Anime Hell's Paradise. I'm going to give it up honestly. Now, I honestly believe that this was the best anime of the spring season. Fire. Dead Mount Deathplay was a solid runner-up, I believe. But I like this even over. There was a big anime that came out in the spring, and I was like, it wasn't that. I think this was better. I watched RDC World kind of talk about it, and they mentioned the power level scaling. I didn't even really think about that. The power level scaling is kind of wild. It really kind of doesn't make sense. Yeah, and this anime lived up to the hype. This to me was like the biggest anime that like everybody was like, "Yo, this is different. What it's gonna be like? What is it gonna be? Is it gonna be good?" Everybody kept saying it's gonna be good. 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 And it was good. I'm gonna be honest. It was good. I was hyped every episode. A unique story, definitely a unique story to me, in my opinion. The only thing really, and like I said, I went RDC wrote about this, is the power scaling. The head swordsman is like trash. Like I don't even know. Like that nigga was garbage. Like, bro, he died in like the first 5 minutes of the show. Like, really talk like he was garbage. There's a blind dude. If you ever watch anime, you know the blind dude's always cold. So I always assumed he was gonna be nice. But like the next in line, I think the nigga was the next in line or like the leader or something. He had red hair, bro. He dies in like the first 5 minutes. Nigga can't fight. Like, but apparently the girl is as strong as bro too. He was meant to be as strong as a blind dude. That's what made it weird. He was he was supposed to be cold. Like, yo, that's the only thing. Like the power scaling is weird. It's like, and here's the problem with it, because there's basically two main characters: super strong ninja dude and the girl. The girl is an assassin, not an assassin, but an executioner. And what makes it weird is like, it's hard when you have two main characters because if both get plot armor, it kind of does like, now it kind of makes the show weird. Like, so like he can fight with anybody, which I don't mind because he's the main character. Problem is the girl can basically fight with anybody too, and at times she'll be like severely weaker than him, but then she becomes like, oh no, she has this insane balance, so she can fight with everybody too. And you're like, well, wait, why can't she fight with everybody too? Like, what's going on? That's kind of like the biggest kind of hiccup on the show, is that the girl can fight like him too, and you don't know how strong anybody is because, like we said, the blind dude is cold, but there was another guy supposed to be as cold as him, or if not stronger than him, who dies in like 2 seconds. And it's like, yo, what is going on? But overall, Hell's Paradise is the anime that lived up to the hype, man. For real, it gave me more like, it gave me kind of Bleach vibes. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this anime was, I don't know when the manga came out. I feel like it came from the same area of, I believe, Magamel, or where the dude was on an island and he saves people and protects people on this random island. Dororo vibes. I can see that. That's actually a good point. I can see Dororo vibes. That's a good one. That was a good pick. Dororo vibes with Batum. Okay. I'm not mad at that. That's a great actual comparison. 2008, I'm pretty sure the manga came out. Do y'all know it was like, fuck, what was the name of it, bro? It came out in the last couple years. It was an anime where the dude is an explorer, great exploration guy. He protects the island from people trying to like do bad stuff to the island, but it's a wild island and he just does what he wants to do. I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name. I hope you guys can figure it out in the comments though. I forgot the name of the anime, but it was like a mix of that. I thought it did good with the ninjas, and you know, I feel like it's a layup. Like if you don't get an anime right with ninjas, I feel like you're terrible. Like no cap. They made him a very cool dude. I did like the character build up. They gave each character their like specific time and the great backstory to it, which I enjoyed the complications of it. Overall, just a great, unique story. The monsters reminded me of like JJK a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like the weird configurations of them walking around looking weird. Uh, Batum with the stuck on the island survived the fitted situation, and Dororo with the time period. Yeah, I definitely agree with the Dororo the time period. It made everything super interesting about the show. Like, I love the fight scenes. The fight scenes were amazing. All the characters, like I said, you really enjoy. They give backstory to them, and you can kind of flow with it. You're like, oh, he was cool. Oh, he was cool. He was cool. Like I said, the biggest hiccup of this show really is the power level scaling. Um, Once you get past that, you really just fall in love with it because you're on the edge of your seat every time, and it's also a mystery to it because you're like, yo, what is this island? Like, what is it? Does the elixir? Because they're on this island to get the internal life elixir, but when they're on the island, the question is, does it even really exist? And at the end of the first season, you're still kind of like, does it really exist? Well, what is going on still? Like, well, you kind of get into this. Well, who created the creator, right? It even has these little philosophical questions of like, well, what is religion, right? Like, is religion just to control people, which is something that many people believe. And on the island, you kind of see that see that directly in the series, these philosophical questions. So it has all this action in these philosophical questions with it, which makes it interesting about religion. Like, what is people use to control being controlled? Even like the ninja dude himself, like he still doesn't really know who he is. Like a lot of brainwashing was done to him. Like he was controlled at a young age. So it's kind of like, well, what does he believe? And these like these little things that keep you kind of guessing of what's going on in the show is what make the show good to where it's not just action, right? Because you just sometimes a lot of shows you can just call it with just stupid action. Got out of high school, whole bunch of action and fighting, and it's dark. It's a dark show, which I love dark shows. But to add the mystery part to the action and philosophical questions to it as well makes Hell's Paradise a great anime to me. Great is a strong statement. Best of the season for sure. Best of the season for sure. I forgot there was a big anime that drops. There's another anime that was super hyped that I didn't enjoy. But was this better than Demon Slayer season 3? It was Demon Slayer that dropped, right? It was Demon Slayer that dropped during it was Demon Slayer that dropped during this season. Um Hell's Paradise was better than Demon Slayer season 3, 100%. Not even a question. I knew there was a big anime that dropped. Hell's Paradise season 1 was better than Demon Slayer season 3, 100%. It was better because their pacing was way better, right? They incorporated philosophical questions into these type of action-packed fight scenes that were amazing to watch. And if the hiccup from Hell's Paradise is power scaling, well, Demon Slayer can't really say too much about that, right? Especially with their last season with, spoiler alert, Tanjiro doing the thunder step and like just remembering is crazy, right? So easily, I would say Hell's Paradise season 1 was better than Demon Slayer season 3, 100%. Like I said, I think this was the best anime of this spring season. Um, I think, oh my gosh, there's an anime that got. I preferred the fights more in Demon Slayer. That's a hot take to me. That's kind of a hot take, Weave. I'm not even gonna lie. The fight scenes in Hell's Paradise were way better than Demon Slayer's fight scenes. I'm gonna be honest, in my opinion. The CGI hold Demon Slayer season 3 to be. And then the fight scene with the water dude didn't last long. It was bro got captured and got out of it and then destroyed the upper moon in like an instant. And I was like, great fight. Cool. 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 Heavenly Delusion over Hell's Paradise too? I don't know what Heavenly Delusion is. The only CGI for the Demon Slayer? Wait. The big wooden thing wasn't CGI? If that was just regular animation, bro, that shit was trash. You gave see, bro, you can't like for the last episode, like the last episode was tough and it saved the season, but I feel like that's just moving off of. I feel like you putting season 3 Demon Slayer over Hell's Paradise is just for the fact of you're giving it the edge because of you already rocking with the show and having all this material for the show because there's build up. Because the only reason the last episode was even that impactful was because we have this relationship with Nesco and them already. So that's what made that episode specifically so impactful. Because spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. You thought she died, so you're giving it the edge of that emotional aspect. But if we just look at season 3 as its whole, it's not that good of a season, especially compared to Hell's Paradise that set the entire, to me, spring season on fire. You didn't think that the Whoosh looks 3D CGI to me, 100%. That shit was not good to me. And if that was just regular animation, that was terrible animation for Demon Slayer, in my opinion. That wood thing was not cool. That little monster, that thing was ugly. Heavenly Delusion. Let me Google Heavenly Delusion, guys. Actually, let me just Google it real quick right here. Heavenly Delusion. Oh, I know what this anime is though. It's I didn't watch this because it's literally taking the exact same of another anime. It took the exact same plot. I forgot what the. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but no, I do think I didn't watch it. I know I remember looking at the hype for that. I know why I didn't watch that one because it was like a copy of another anime, so I didn't want to take that. I didn't want to watch it. Yeah. It took Promised Neverland's plot, and I was like, I'm not watching a knockoff. I'm cool off that. As a whole, Weave says as a whole, Hell's Paradise takes it, but I like the fight scenes more for Demon Slayer. That's fair. I just don't think so. I think the fight scenes for, especially when he was like throwing hands, with a lot of them was being set on fire. The firefights were so lit. That was so cool. But Demon Slayer is known for his animation, especially with his breathing techniques, and the lightning step was cool, even though it was kind of wild, the power level. But like I said, man, I got Hell's Paradise taking it the dub. To me, for me, it was my favorite spring anime. I think it was the best. 100%. I think it was the best anime of the season for me personally. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the take, and it kept me on the edge of my seat. Like I said, I think it's an anime that if you're gonna think this is just a bruiser fight anime, it is not. It encompasses. I said I gotta go against Flames, man. I got it, bro. I feel like you giving because a lot of season ones in general are usually trash because it's the intro. And I feel like you giving Demon Slayer the edge just because of because of season 1 and season 2 helping the final episode of season 3 be good. Whereas like the entire season really wasn't that good. It is what it is, bro. No, he hoeing. He know he hoeing. Flames are know he's hoeing. He know he's hoeing Hell's Paradise. He's hoeing Hell's Paradise. Me and we got him 2-1 though because we were fair stream, so we got to do the vote. Even when I get outvoted, I got to admit when I'm outvoted. So we got it. Let us know in the comments though. Did y'all like Hell's Paradise season 1 over Demon Slayer season 3? Because I think Demon season 3 was the worst season of Demon Slayer, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I recommend Hell's Paradise 100%. It has philosophical questions, great fight scenes. The only thing really bad, I would say the character, you get character backstory. Probably is just, like I said, the plot armor of the girl, too. I don't mind the plot armor of the ninja because he's super cool. And he's known as the strongest ninja on the planet. So I was like, yeah, no, it kind of makes sense. But when, like, there's 2 main characters and both of them get plot armor, but technically the ninja dude is supposed to be stronger than the girl, but then the girl can keep up with whoever. It's kind of weird. But then at some points, it's like she can beat him too. Like it's just such a weird power level structure that doesn't really make sense. It's kind of annoying at times, but other than that, very great show, mystery, thriller, all that good stuff. Highly recommend. I would give this show for me 8.5. I get 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. 100%. I'm hyped for season 2 to be honest. But yeah, man, it's your boy Chosen, man. Like, subscribe, enjoy the review, and try to give honesty as possible. And yeah. We had Flames, we had Weeb, and we talked about it, man. It's your boy Chose, man. Like and subscribe, enjoy the review. I'm out. Season 2 is looking like it's gonna be better than Demon Slayer Season 3. Nah, bro. You hold it, bro. Nah, Flames, don't do that. You hold it, bro. You hold already, bro. You already, bro. Nah, bro.